Hi everyone, how are you? So this time we are going to Tanzania. It's not so easy to go there even with a web connection because it's quite hard. Today it's raining there and there is a small problem of connection. But anyway, this time we are with Fred from Soaring Flamingo. Hello Fred. And hey, Yusuf is here. Yusuf
Amiri,
from Tanzania. Hey,
Hi,
how are you?
this is
good.
Amiri
How are you?
actually.
This is Amiri and Julius. How are you?
We're fine and you?
Very fine. How is it?
So Amiri, we're waiting for a nice presentation of Towambu village. But first of all, let me give you a few information. So I'm Fred, I'm representing Soaring Flamingo Agency in France. And my co-workers, Amiri, Yusuf, and Julius, which is the general manager of the company, are with us today in Towambu village to make a tour of the village. So we have, as usual, a few connection problems, and also it's raining, but we'll try and manage. So go ahead, Amiri.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Amiri from Soaring Flamingo Company. Today we just brought you here in one of the small villages known as Mtombu. We're going to take you around. This is the village which is very famous, and according to the structure of the areas, we have so many things to visit. Today we are around we're starting with rice plantation. It's rain a bit, so please you can just allow us to go up and down to see what we can see today. In front of me here, we have our local guide. His name is Freddy. He'll be our guide, which will take us all around the areas. He will gonna explain to us about the village, all about the culture, tourism, and everything about here. So please welcome and hear about the plantation of the rice from here. Karibu. Okay, so what you see right here, this is the rice plantation, and in our village it's easy to grow rice because this is the Rift Valley. The water table is higher, and also we have several spring water and several rivers. Because this kind of rice which we grow here, the kind of rice which can grow inside the water. And the way we grow them, normally we just start to prepare the nursery bed and we sow the seeds. And while we wait until the seeds start to germinate, we have to turn the land by using hoe, by hand, and we collect all the grasses. And then after we do transplanting, like what you see here was transplanted by hand, one after another. Then after that, we have to do irrigation. And here we have the water channel for irrigation system. And what we do here, normally we select someone who can control this kind of irrigation, and we call him Bwana Maji, which means water mayor. So when I need water, I must receive him. And through the water channel, we have the gate which we can divide water over there. So here we can divide water and allow water to go to different channels. So it's not easy to have the conflict between people who use this water. And when the rice it's ready to harvest, it will lose out the green color and turn brown. And what we do, we cut them down with a knife and put them on big mats and start to shake them so that we can peel the rice out of the grasses. And rice grass, we use them for feeding animals, or we can use them for roofing like a traditional mud. And this kind of rice is the local variety known as super, which takes 6 months to harvest, which means we can grow it like 2 times in a year. And the plantation over here, it belongs to individuals, belongs to the different families. And what we do, we make the boundary so we can show this is the end of my plantation and the other plantation belongs to the other person. Over here, we can do also crop rotation during the dry season. We can grow maize, we can grow beans, so that we can keep the soil fertile. And this way, when starting to produce the flower, it makes the flower similar like wheat on the top. And then we have to put the flag. Like when you see over there, you can see the white flag. Those are to scare the crew, to scare the birds away. Otherwise, we'll harvest nothing because we have the yellow weaver, we have cardinal colea, we have bronzy mannikins. They eat a lot of rice. So we put like the white, the piece of clothes so that we can scare them out. Also, we need to have someone who can stay here from morning to evening just to scare out the birds for 2 months. Then after harvest, we just take it back home, and some we keep it at home, and some we take them to the big cities, like the cities which are close to here, like Arusha City, central part of Tanzania. Then we take and sell them over there. So we use rice like a fresh crop because the majority of people living in Mtoambu, we are all farmers. We depend much on agriculture. Then we grow different kind of crops like rice, maize, beans, potatoes, bananas, and green vegetables. This is only rice plantation over here. So hang on, and after here we take you to the banana plantations and see different varieties of bananas and how we grow them. Yes, right. Okay, so what you see right here, this is banana plantation. And in our village, Mto Wambo, we grow 30 varieties of banana. We have banana for beer, for cooking, for fruit, and for making soup as well. But there is no specific farm for specific banana. We mix all together just to keep the soil fertile. The way we make the difference, we just look the color of stem, the shape of banana, the flower, and the taste. Then we can know this is for beer, this is for cooking, and this is for fruit. And all these bananas, from the beginning up to harvest, it depends according to the species. We have some species, they take 7 months to harvest, 9 months to harvest, up to 12 months. Like red banana takes 12 months to harvest. That's why it's much expensive. This one here takes 9 months to harvest. You see the small shoot. When the small shoot will be 5 months, it will start to produce the flower, like the purple thing you see it right here. And the flower will open, and this petal, they will get it dry, like this one you see it right here, and it will fall down. And these bananas here, they'll, at the moment, they are looking downward. Later, they'll turn up to follow the sunlight, like this one right here, because of the sun. But when you look in the middle, there is no bananas here, because there is not enough nutrients to feed the new one, which means they'll get dry and fall down. The banana leaves, while it's still green, we can use them for feeding animals, like cows and goats, but also we can use them like local umbrella against the sun and rain. Or we can use them for building local bathrooms and toilets, and also fence around the houses. Banana bats, when I say banana bats, I mean this one here. This is the one which we use it for roofing houses. And also we use it for making different products, like lunch boxes, table mats, and also hats. The stem, when looks green, we can just cut it down and chop into small pieces, and we can use it for feeding animals. And all these bananas, you see them right here. All bananas, they produce banana only once. When you harvest like this, it will not produce bananas anymore. So what do? We just cut the stem down, but we don't cut them at the bottom. We cut them a little bit higher, like in the middle. Of water. So what do? We have to cut like different. We'll go back to the root and see the shoot.
Unfortunately, we have a delay in the connection. Hi, Amerid.
Yes, we're back again. So it's
Yeah, great. We see you. Great. Thanks.
Okay, right. Well, what you see here, this is banana, and the stem, we use it for feeding animals. But this stem can produce banana only once. And then when we harvest, we have to cut it in the middle. We don't cut it at the bottom because inside of got a lot of water and nutrients. So when we cut here, nutrients and water will go back to the root and feed the shoot because the small shoot is from the root of the big one. So it looks like sugarcane or bamboo. And then when we want to grow new plantation of bananas, normally we don't use banana seeds, but biologically there is a banana seed. When you eat banana, in the middle there is a small black thing. Those are the banana seeds. To grow with them takes long process. So what we do here, we root out like this, small shoot, and we make the hole and we plant, which means we do transplantation. Then after replant the bananas is forever. We can't plant them again because they produce several shoots. And what the farmers doing, we have to cut some shoots down in order to allow the sunlight. Otherwise, it will be a kind of big forest of bananas, which means we will not harvest a good banana. And when we harvest these bananas, we don't harvest them while they already get yellow. We harvest them while they're still green, because we have birds here, we have monkeys and baboons. When we leave them here until they'll get ripe, baboon and monkeys, they will harvest before us. So what we do, we harvest while it's still green, and we take them to the room and mix them together with avocados, because the avocados, they're producing the ethylene gas, which can make banana to get ripe fast. Then after, we take them and sell them to the local market or to the public market. But also, we just export bananas to the big cities in Tanzania and also to the neighbor countries. So we use bananas as a cash crop as well. And we have no banana season. We harvest banana all year round, because when you look the color of soil here, this is the black soil. It's one of the volcanic soil which have got nutrients and good fertile for growing different crops. And also we have enough water, because bananas, they need a lot of water because they have shallow roots. So we do irrigation like 2 times in a month. So what you see here, this is all bananas plantation. Then after here, we are going to visit our local market so that you can see when we harvest bananas or rice and other kind of fruits, and we take them to the market and sell them.
Yusuf, there is a question for you. Here, there is lots of people that are seeing the live from France, Budapest in Hungary, also from Ireland and other countries. We have a question for you. Where is exactly the village? Where is it in Tanzania?
Okay, our village is located at the Arusha region, on the way to Lake Manyara National Park. Before you get Lake Manyara National Park, you'll find a small village known as Mto wa Mbu in Kiswahili, which means the river of mosquitoes. But in the daylight, we have no mosquitoes here. They are active in the night. So our village is located at the Rift Valley, close to the Rift Valley escarpment. It's actually bordered by the Manyara National Park. Yeah, it's bordered by the Manyara National Park. So what you see from there, you can see the mountains. Yes, Freddy, do you get that one? Around the edge, you can see the mountains. There is the Rift Valley Wall, which is actually bordered with this village we are visiting. So we're done with the local plantation of the rice and banana. So in the meanwhile, we can just walk a bit to see the local market, so that you can see all those production they're producing from the plantation and how do they sell them there. So give us like 10 minutes, then we'll be there at the market to show you how they look like after being harvested. Thank you.
Thank you. So where we are going now?
Now we're heading to the local market. We try to rush a bit with our car because it's a bit like 200 meters from here, so we're just rushing for like 2-3 minutes. We'll be there.
Thanks a lot. So Fred, could you tell us some some maybe information during this trip to go to the local market?
Yes, I'll try to, because I didn't have many time to prepare myself, and actually I didn't know exactly what the program would be this morning. This is the African way of life. You never know; everything can happen from one minute to another. So yeah, I guess the plantations were outside the village. So now they're heading to the village and they will probably show us the people, the way people are living in the village. They will show the houses, the small shops like what you can see now. And they will probably take us to the local market where there are many fruits and vegetables to sell, because Towambu is a place where you have many plantations, not only the 32 different kinds of banana, but also many fruits and vegetables. So it's a very important center to grow fruits and vegetables. And also Freddie, the local guide, didn't tell us many things about the village, but you must know that it's a very amazing one, because about 100 different ethnical groups are living in this village among the 150 groups in Tanzania. So we have many different culture in this village. So it is very important to visit. So as Freddie, the guide, said, this village is not far from Manyara National Park, Lake Manyara National Park, and it is on the way from Arusha to the Ngorongoro crater and to Serengeti. So when you are in northern Tanzania, when you are planning a trip in northern Tanzania, it is a place where you have to stop, because all the itineraries in northern Tanzania are passing through this village. So I advise you to take time to discover this village, to spend at least one night in the village, and to make a visit of the village. So you can make it by you can just walk in the village, but there are also biking tours and also many climbing activities and walking activities around the village. So yes, I don't know where.
Thank you very much, Fred. It's we can say that it's quite eco-friendly, yeah? Right?
Yeah,
with lots
sure.
of bikes. Yusuf, are you available? Do you hear us quite well?
Yeah, we're already in a local market here, so
Yeah, great.
Ready to take over and try to explain all about here.
In a few seconds, we back in the local market. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes.
right
Hello.
Where we bring all the crops and different kind of fruits, which we grow them here and sell them to the market. Like what you see right here, we have white maize or corn, which we grow it here and take 6 months to harvest, and we use this for cooking ugali, maize polenta. Right here, you can see this is a yellow corn. We grow it here as well, and it's edible. We can make also maize polenta. But here, this is the dried cassava. You know, we grow cassava here, and we have two kinds of cassava. This is the one which we eat the roots, and we have the other one which we just only eat the leaves, like local spinach. And what you do, when we dry the leaves, the roots, We just cut them small pieces and take them to the milling machines to make powder for cooking polenta. This is sorghum here. We grow it here, and we can use it for making porridge when we make the powder out of it. And also, we have the tribe living in the central part of Tanzania, known as Mbugwe tribe. We have Nyaramba tribe. They also producing a kind of traditional drink from the sorghum, and they call it sorghum beer. Right there, you can see the white rice. This is the one which we grow it. This is the one we saw in the rice field. It's super. It's a local variety which we grow it here, and now we sell it to the market. And this is the soya beans. We grow them around. This is the millet. So sometimes we call it finger millet. We grow it here, and we dry it in the sun and take it to the milling machines to make powder. And powder we make porridge, which is very nice for maternity women. But apart from that, also we use this like one of the ingredients to producing banana beer. Different kind of spices here. Cashew nuts. This is the spices like cinnamon, cardamom. Yeah. Okay, look at this. This is different kind of fruits which we grow them in our village. Like here we grow orange, we have mango here, we have greeny beans, we have also pumpkins. We all grow them here. And this is the avocado. We grow avocado, now is the avocado season. But when it's ready to eat, it will lose out the green color and turn black like this one here. This is ready to eat. And then this is one of the avocado which we use it to put like when we take the green bananas to the warm room to make them ripe, we mix them together with the avocado because it's producing the ethylene gas which can make bananas to get ripe. It's couple days. Okay. Right here we have ginger. We grow ginger around and we can use them like a traditional medicine for treating different kind of diseases. We grind it into powder form and we can use with the warm water, and sometimes we mix with the lemon juice so that we can treat different diseases. Right here we have garlic. We grow garlic, which is very nice for the stomach as well. So some of the local people in the morning before they get some tea, they just pick some of the garlic and they chew and swallow it so that it can kill the worms in the stomach. This is chili pili. Chili. We grow the chili around. They are very hot, very spicy. We have tomatoes here. There are many species of tomatoes. When you look, they have different shapes. This is two different species. We grow them around. Some they take 2 months, 3 months to harvest. Then we take them to this public market. When you look up here, this is baobab fruit, and it's edible. We normally peel it out, and there is a seeds inside, when we can use them like sweets, or we can make the juice out of it, and the taste is sour. So when you peel it out, you can find a small seed, like this one right here. But we color them. Before colored, they were white. So we grow coconut, watermelon, apples, pineapple, cucumber, carrot, and lemon. Those are the lemons here. So this village is very rich of having a lot of products. Yeah, this village, yeah, very rich for having different kind of products because we have enough water, we have good fertile soil. So some of the crops we have no season. We harvest them all year round. And this is it's a local public market, and it's everyday market from morning to evening. And all the people who they work here, they just pay a little thing to the community just to support different development projects. Okay, right here, this is the kind of tomato. We call it bitter tomato. We grow it here. It's very nice also for treating different diseases. And this one right here, this is called okra. So sometimes we call them lady's finger. They look like chili or chili, but they are not chili. They are not hot. When you eat, they slide a little bit. Selling here. He's selling chili, bitter tomato, carrot. This is green pepper. We have green pepper. We grow them around. We have mangoes here, avocados, tomatoes as well. Round potatoes here. This is sardines, small fish known as sardines. We have them in a river and also in Lake Victoria and Lake Tanganyika. So they are dried and they are edible. We can just boil them and mix with different spices, sometimes tomatoes, onions, and we can eat them with the rice or ugali, maize polenta.
We're getting hungry right here, Yusuf. It looks like really delicious. A question for you. The village in Tanzania, Towambu, is near Kilimanjaro, right? Could we be there before going climbing the Kilimanjaro place?
Yeah, we actually from this village we just have like 3 hours to get to Kilimanjaro mountains. So sometimes people can ride from this village straight to Kilimanjaro region so that they can be able to climb the Kilimanjaro.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. We still actually try to show you around. They still have more products to show you. We have like big mangoes around, as you can see here. Right here. Yeah. See the big mango? Which means we grow different kind of fruit. Like we have many species of mangoes here. We have small and big. We have passion fruit, which we make the juice out of it. And we call it passion juice. Oranges. Yeah, oranges, cucumbers like this. Carrot. Yeah, carrot. Papaya. See, papaya. This is papaya. It's very nice for the stomach. We grow them here, and we have no papaya season. We harvest them all year round. You can see some of the table seems to be somehow empty. This is just because of the less customer nowadays around, because this village is also depending much with the tourists. So the more we get less tourists, the more we can have like less people to sell their products, because they find out like they cannot really sell them. Okay, well, what you see right here, this is different kind of local spinach. When you look at the leaves, they are not similar. This one right here grows in the water grass. We grow them here. And this one here is a pumpkin leaves. They're edible. We can eat them like local spinach. And right here we have, this is one of the spinach, which is called sukuma wiki. Sukuma wiki is a Swahili word, which means push a week. And its original word is from Kenya and the Harihanga, and they use this to push a week. That's why they call it sukuma wiki. So a lot of people, they like this kind of vegetables because they have iron, and then we can use them for treating anemia. Red onions here. This is another kind of local spinach. When you look at the leaves, they look like potato leaves. But this one, we don't eat the roots. We eat only the leaves. So it's very nice as well for iron. Iron. So as we done here in the local market, this time around, as I told you before, that we do have less customers, less people to sell their goods because of the situations. So we actually end up around here. Then we take you out just to try to show you the local the local beer. So please, it will take us like 3-4 minutes to get there. So hang on, you can just go ahead with the ready. Now we are going to see how we're producing banana beer. And this is the tribe came from northern part of Tanzania, known as Chaga. And by producing the traditional drink, it's part of their culture. And also it's part of the one way which they can generate income and jobs. So we are going to see how we produce it. This is like the main street where you can find the shops, the markets, the local pubs, where the local people are coming and making different kind of business. Yeah, like you can see the border right here. You have like taxis taking people around. So this main road here is take us to straight to the Lake Manyara National Park, which is about, just by walking you can take like 10 minutes. You'll be there at the national park. As in the distance you can see kind of forest to the left. There is already in the national park. So just you can see how this village is really bordered by the by the national park here. So sometimes they can get really distracted with these monkeys and baboons. With this kind of product they produce, you can get to see sometimes that they have to harvest them while not yet ripe, because otherwise they can be really eaten by the monkeys and baboons.
And Yusuf, could you just take up your video, because we didn't see actually when you saw the forest, we didn't see it. We see it, and only the road.
You didn't see the
here we see very well, thanks. Just the video upper than the road.
Do you see there around?
No, it was so great. It was great before.
Yeah. So like five or 10 meters from where I'm standing up, it's just the forest of the Manyara. So you can just walk through the gate around 10 to 15 minutes. You are just inside of the park already. That's why you can see like these roads, the roads you see there is actually bordered exactly with the local village, as you can see. That's why we say like all the products that these people that are producing here are very in a high risk. That's why they do actually harvest them before being ripe. So please, we take you quickly to
sorry,
the local
Yusuf.
areas where we... Yes?
Yeah, sorry, could you just turn your camera? Yeah, great. Thank you. It's really great.
Yeah. So we still walk up around the local area just to try to show you and take you exactly to the local corner where we can see these people who are actually making this local beer, which is from banana, and they call them banana beer.
And Yusuf, we had a question before. Someone asked for the name of the village, Towambu. Yeah, I don't know if I spell it well. What does it mean, the name of the village?
Yeah, the name was the village, as you can see here, Mtowambu, the Swahili name for Mosquito River. As you can see along the distance, before, just behind this banana plantation you see there, it is where you can have the Rift Valley War. The Rift Valley War has got a lot of water streams, which is actually brought the water down this valley. So it makes the areas to have like a lot of marshes area. The marshes area is one of the very nice corner for the mosquito. So these areas has got really a lot of mosquito, although in the daytimes you cannot really see them around. That is why they call them Mtoambu. You get me?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay, so we actually arrived in one of these local bar where this man can try to explain us about the local beer. Yeah. So when we waiting for these bar ladies to bring these materials and ready to explain us about these beers, how do they make it? So could you please continue having the stories of these areas, this village? Okay. As we told you that our village is known as Mtowambu, and in our village we are 120 different tribes. It's like different ethnic groups living here. And all these tribes, we are not originated inhabitants. We just came different part of Tanzania, but we have the tribe who are originated here, known as Maasai. And when the other tribe came, and Maasai, they moved to the other side with their livestock, because Maasai, they are nomad, which means they move from one place to another according to the availability of grasses and water. So in 1917, we have the first tribe who came here, are known as the Sukuma and Nyamwezi. They're from Lake Victoria. They were potter and soldiers during the World War. So they passing Serengeti Plain up to Bull Highland. And they came to settle in a small village known as Engaruka, where you can find the ruins. And next to March, they walked 30 miles from Engaruka up to this land here. And what they did, they just engaged in agricultural activities. They started to cultivating different kinds of crops. And the second one, we have the people came from central part of Tanzania in 1930 to up to 40. We have the tribe known as Nyaramba, we have the tribe known as Nyaturu, we have Umbugwe, we have Urangi, and we have Sandawe tribe. Sandawe is a tribe who speak Click language. So in Tanzania, we have two tribes who they speak Click language. We have Sandawe who they live in the village, they wear normal clothes, and they do agricultural activities. And apart from Sandawe, also we have the tribe known as Hadzabe or Bushman. They are living southeast of Ngorongoro. They are hunter and gathering. So all these tribes, they came here because of the land and water. And we have also the tribe came from northern part of Tanzania in 1960s, like Chaga. We have Pari tribe. We have Meru tribe from the base of Mount Meru. And they ran from their land because they had lack of economic opportunities through their homeland. And what they did there, they just engaged in agricultural activities, and some they engaged in skilled labors, such as tailoring, shoemakers, furnitures, and some they started to open like the retail shop. And the last one, we have this tribe known as Makonde, came from Mozambique in 1975, caused by the civil war. So they engaged into the southern part of Tanzania, Mtwara region, like refugees, and some they woke up to the northern side, and they still keep their culture by making wood carving. So in our village, we are 120 different tribes, and we have no specific area for specific tribes. We have also different religions like Muslim, Roman Catholic, Seventh-day Adventist, Assemblies of God, and all these religions. There is no specific area for specific religion. We live mixture. We have intermarriage between the tribes and religion as well. So we still live in Ujamaa way. Ujamaa is a word which introduced by our first president, Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, in 1963, so that we can use that word just to live together and peaceful. But most of people, they're in capitalists, but we're still practicing Ujamaa. For instance, sometimes we do wedding ceremony at home, and what we do, we just invite the neighbors and all people to come and celebrate together, because we prepare the thing like pilau, or it's called pilaf. It's a kind of rice which mixed with the different spices until it changes the color from white to brown, and we call it pilau. That is the specific meal for any kind of occasion, like a Christmas, Eid al-Fitr, wedding ceremonies. We also prepare the meal like that. And also banana beer. When we make banana beer, a lot of people come in and celebrate together. So this area is like a unique area. It's a place where there is a mix of tribe and religion as well. And also it's a place where it doesn't get dry. It's green all year round, because we are living at the Rift Valley. The water table is higher, and also we have several springs and several rivers. So it's green all year around. That's why we call it a unique area. Sometimes we call it the green oasis of Mtowambu, or we call it Mosquito Creek. So what you see right here, we are in a local pub. This is one of the local pubs where Chaga tribe, they're producing banana beer and sell it to the local people. See? So what you see here, this is the ingredient which we use it for producing this kind of beer. Normally what they are doing, they need to harvest the bananas from the field while it's still green and take it to the room to make it ripe. Then after bananas get ripe, they peel the skin out, and the skin is for feeding animals. But bananas, they need to boil it for 7 to 8 hours, which means they mix together with water, and they put in big iron container and mix them until they get ready. Then after get ready, they cool it down and put into plastic container and take them back to the room for fermentation, like 5 to 7 days. Then after fermentation, they find a local filter, they think like a sack, and start to squeeze that with bananas in order to get juice. The leftover is for animals, but the juice, they find this kind of plant known as millet. We grow it here. Sometimes we call it finger millet. And when we get the seeds, we dry them in the sun and mix them together with water just to germinate. Then after germinate like this, we dry again in the sun and take to the milling machine to get powder. And this powder, we come and cook the thing like stew porridge. And the stew porridge we mix together with the banana juice during evening. And tomorrow morning becomes like this. This is banana beer. So this is ready to drink. But we don't keep it in bottle. We just keep it in a mug like this because we need to drink while it's still fresh. It doesn't last longer. Only 1 to 2 days. Because the more it stays, the more it gets stronger because the fermentation still is taking place. Yeah, the alcohol percent is approximately that about 1 to 2 degrees. So it's not much stronger. And a lot of people, they like it because we can share it. So instead of calling it banana beer, we call it social beer. Because we can drink like maybe 4, 5, up to 10 people. We share one mug. And we can use this with the traditional medicine and no side effects happen. That's why a lot of people, they like it. And the way to drink, you need to blow like this. And what it is on the top is the germinated millet. So we blow so that can be easier to drink. But when you drink together, it's okay. Okay, so we do like this. Banana beer. So we have several traditional drinks, not only this. We have banana beer, maize beer, sorghum beer, rice beer, honey beer. We have plenty. It's like each tribe have got its own traditional drink. And they all want it. And all you can find them in Mto wa Mbu. Well, from here.
So, question for you, Yusuf. Paul from Ireland said banana beer is vegan, I think. Plenty of vegetables in the market as well.
Okay.
So he's asking, is it only about 1 to 2% alcohol in the banana beer?
Yeah, the more it stays, the more it gets stronger because the fermentation still taking place. And most of the traditional drink, we don't keep them in bottle, except the banana wine. Banana wine can last longer, which is around 10 degrees. But all other like maize beer, honey beer, we keep them in a mug because we need to drink while they're still fresh.
Okay, we have another question for you from Ildiko. She's in Hungary. And she asked, do they brew stronger alcoholic drinks like spirits, for example, brandy?
Yeah, exactly. We have one of the local gin, which normally it's not allowed by the government to brew it, but people they do it in hiding way. Do you know molasses? La malasse? Well, la malasse is the leftover from the factory when they're making sugar for tea. Is the black thing look like honey, and we take that and do pure distillation process, and we get the gin, which it's not allowed. It looks like moonshine, and because of the methanol, some people they can get it blind, so some people they do it in hiding way. But apart from that, also we have other kind of local gin which we make from sugar cane. So that one is it's quite strong. It's around 30-35 degrees. Any question again?
Thank you. No, it's so.
So please, we just again take you to the Makonde wood carving so that we can show you these peoples from
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, drinks to consume in moderation.
Yeah, we're still walking to the one of the tribe or another tribe known as Makonde, the one who came from Mozambique, and see how they do woody carving. This is the road which is taking people up to the. We have some small sub villages. We have some of the village which they call the banana village because we have plenty of bananas around. And the local houses you see, those they're from different cultures, different tribes, different religion as well. Because we have no specific area for specific religion or specific tribes. So some people still living in this kind of traditional house because they depend much on agriculture, and sometimes not easy for them to build like a kind of nice houses like the concrete house because it's quite strong. So when you look there, you can see this is it's kind of dried banana leaves, which we use them for making toilets and local bathrooms. Some bananas here. We have also coconuts here. We have the tribe came from the coastal area, known as Samba tribe, are the one who brought the coconut here. And themselves, they're producing a traditional beer from coconut, and they call it coconut beer, which is much stronger than banana beer. Yeah, you can see the bananas here.
So Yusuf, where are we going right now? We have 10 minutes, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes together yet.
Just in 2 minutes, you will be around Makonde wood carving, just to show you these pieces from Mozambique.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. So right now we are going to leave the village.
Yeah, we just already in Makonde wood carving. So as you can see, still this is the fence of banana dried leaves. And this is these people from Makonde. So you will come to have this information about.
So right here, we are in Makonde family or Makonde tribe. Is a tribe who came from Mozambique, and they ran from their country because of civil war in 1975, and engaged into southern part of Tanzania, in Soya region, like refugees. And some of the families, they walk up to the northern side, and they still keep their culture by making the woody carving. So like what you see right there, he's carving a dream. He dream within the night, and he carve it. And normally they don't learn this from the school, and they learn this through their parents. And they make this carving by using different kind of wood. See, like this one here, this is African black wood, ebony. Ebony is a kind of tree which can grow at the dry area and on a mountain, and it grows very slowly. When it becomes big like this and black, this is more than 50 years, maybe 70 or 100 years to become like this. And then after it will become very heavy, very hard, and black. If you put this in a sea, it sinks. So this is the ebony wood. When you look at this one here, this is ebony as well, but it's not full matured. It's young ebony. That's why I've got two colors. When it will lose out when it will be old, it will lose out the white color and all turn black. Apart from that, also they make it from rosy wood. Rose, like you see, the dream is from the rosy wood. Apart from the rosy wood, also they make it from this is mahogany. We have red mahogany, we have white mahogany. We grow them here because they need water and they're soft wood for making carvings and furniture. And this guy here is carving an elephant. That is the thick wood. Thick wood, we grow them here because they need water and they soft wood as well. So the way they make this carving here, they make it according to what they see, what they dream, and the structure of the wood. If the wood looks like snake, they can carve a snake. And most of the carvings here have got meaning. For instance, like this one right here.
J'arrive pas à leur passer le message.
One piece of wood.
Si tu veux.
Yes, Fred. I think Fred from Soaring Flamingo tried to told us something.
No, it's just that no, we're aware that we don't have much time left. So you tell us, Ghislaine, if we have to hurry up to.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you. We have almost 10 minutes together yet. So please continue, and I'm going to tell you when we arrive to the end of the live.
Okay. All right.
So
We have 10 minutes.
So this is called Ujamaa, and Ujamaa is the Swahili word which means socialism. And because in our village we are 120 different tribes living here, and Makonde they carve 120 tribes together to show how we live together and peaceful. That's why they call it Ujamaa. And this is from one piece of wood. This is Makonde mask, and they call it Mapiko when they have a kind of traditional dancing in their tribe, and they call it Mapiko dance. And when they dance, some they wear on their face, or they can put on their side and dance, and they call it Mapiko dance because of Mapiko. Right here, this is the thing which they make out of banana bark. This is natural color. They collect the different color from different species of bananas and making giraffe and Kilimanjaro. See, we are living close to Lake Manyara National Park, and every day we have a lot of monkeys and baboons. When they are coming and steal banana, when they see them, they carve them, one after another.
We have a question for you, Yusuf. Could you please to show us more closely the different status with the video?
Can you get to see these people clear?
Thank you. Yes, we see well. Thank you very much. It's a very nice artwork.
Mm-hmm. This is the elephant here. You can see it. They just start still carving. They're not yet finished. This is almost finished. We're just waiting for polishing them, ready to put them in the shop. As you can see, some of the stuff of these people are making now. You see this kind of stuff here now? This is Mapiko mask. This is all trays.
a dream.
This is a dream.
Yeah, don't know what a good dream, but they just say it's a good dream. They color them with a kiwi shoe polish to make it more color. So this is ebony, this is the dream, this is love spirit. See? Love spirit. They carve this just to remind themselves during the civil war, because they walk a long way and because of starving with the luggage on their head, they become very skinny. So they carve this so that they can remind themselves during the war.
So do you have any question, viewers, from around the...
Hello, Yusuf. Thanks a lot. Paul say a lot of work, and absolutely true. We see all this work. It's very amazing. It's very beautiful. Thank you very much to give us the opportunity to see with you your beautiful village in Tuwambu, the local market, and all this artwork. Fred from Soaring Flamingo is still with us. I think so. If you can go with us in for this conclusion.
Yes,
Thanks a lot.
yes. Thanks a lot to all the people who joined us today for this show. Sometimes maybe the picture was a bit, maybe you were a bit seasick when watching at the picture, and sometimes the sound was not so good, but I think we can congratulate our friends from Soaring Flamingo who prepared us a nice show. So as you could see, the history and the way of life of this village is very interesting. So when you visit us in Tanzania, don't forget to spend time in Mtowambu to discover all these different kind of things. And of course, feel free to ask us any question you may have on this village. So I hope next time we can show you more, or even take you to a national park to see animals. Why not? And thank you also to our partner Flokeo, who organized this for us.
Thanks a lot, Fred. Thank you very
You're
much. You
welcome.
have many thanks from Bulgaria. Rados tell you thank you from Bulgaria. Cecilia, very nice. Thank you from Romania. And Ildiko also, she say thanks. This tour was super. Paul also, wow, a lot of work indeed. Many, many thanks, and see you soon for maybe other lives. Thanks a lot.
With pleasure. See you. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Yusuf, and goodbye, Tanzania.